Hello, my name is Dennis Eck. I'm going to be demonstrating the flange-off tool. It's a tool that I've invented to remove 3-inch PVC floor flanges from the outside of 3-inch PVC pipe. This tool is sold to plumbing professionals only. It's available through your plumbing wholesaler. It's not available on the internet or at home centers. Now, sometimes when you pull up a toilet, you're going to find a floor flange that's broken and it's going to be replaced. You're either going to find a plastic floor flange that's going to be cracked in this area where the closet bolt attaches, or you're going to find one of these. This old style flange here has a metal ring that rusts out in this area. Rust out too big right in this area right here for a closet bolt to go into. In either case, it's going to be necessary to replace the flange. Now, back through the days of plumbing industry, it's typical for removing these to cut down through here and here with a sawzall, kind of score your flange, chip it off with a hammer and chisel. Sometimes that works, sometimes you crack your pipe, which is always a risk when you attempt something like that, especially if your flange is glued very close to another L or another fitting, or worse yet, glued onto a street L fitting, because a street fitting typically cracks easier than PVC pipe does. In any case, there's always a risk of that happening whenever you do it the old-fashioned way. What I've got is a tool that will remove this flange without any risk at all of cracking your pipe or damaging it in any way. It's called the flange-off. This is the flange-off tool. Basically what it consists of is a hole saw bit that's manufactured specifically to be the perfect size of the outer diameter of a piece of 3-inch PVC pipe. Instead of using a regular bit, it uses a smooth arbor shank that goes down through the middle. This smooth arbor shank slides through another shank, a hollow shank, in this centering device. It slides in like this. This centering device is what keeps this centered and at a proper angle for your cut. I'm going to go ahead and start the demonstration. Basically what you do is insert the centering device into the pipe. Now it's important that this centering device is square with the pipe, because this device is what tells the bit what angle to cut at. So it's important to get it square with the pipe. Once you have it in there, you tighten this brass nut on the top. Doesn't have to be overly tight, just tight enough to make this device good and snug in there. Now you can do this with a cordless drill. I don't recommend it. Anyone who's used a hole saw bit this size before knows that a cordless drill really heats up during the operation. So I don't typically recommend a cordless drill, although it can be done. I recommend a drill like this, a corded drill. I use an angle drill. Don't need a lot of power, just something that's not going to burn up on you. Don't need high speed, just a medium speed, low speed drill is going to work for you. Once the bit is in the drill, you insert the arbor into the hollow shank. Now you do not want to start your drill in this position. Anyone who's used a hole saw bit knows you want to bring it up off of what you're cutting first, get the drill spinning, and then slowly engage the drill. Make sure you've got a hold of your drill real good when you do this. I'm going to begin cutting now. I'm going to stop about halfway through my cutting and then show you something. show you these shavings. And if you'll notice, when I'm drilling, I'm raising up and down on the drill like this. Occasionally, every few seconds or so, I raise up on the drill. Now what that does, when I do that, you'll notice that a lot of PVC shavings spin out of my cut. If you don't do that, what happens is these PVC shavings start getting hot in there. There's not enough room for them in there with your drill bit. So they get hot, they ball up, they start melting, and then your drill starts bogging down. If your drill starts bogging down, you've got too many shavings in your cut. So keep your shavings out of your cut. It doesn't require a lot of force. I'm basically just using a little bit more than the weight of the drill itself to do this cut. As you can see, it's removed the old flange. Take and remove the centering device now. You see the pipe without the flange. This right here is a brand new flange. It's going to be a nice snug fit over the pipe, just like what you want. You're going to be able to glue this down the same position the old flange was in. And not only is it faster than cutting it off, it's undoubtedly safer. No risk of cracking the pipe at all. That's been a demonstration of the flange-off tool. Thank you very much.